All right, and we are back from commercial. If I remember correctly, last we left, everybody had made introductions at the crash site with the indigenous folk. One Mr. Third, Thyrd, for golly gee whiz sake, introduced himself and offered to bring you all back to the main, or escort you back to the main city.
Where we know the crew is.
That is correct.
Survivors.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, yeah. So have we gotten back to the city yet, or are we just...
Okay, so Third offers to... well, you guys decide, and I'm for story's sake. You guys decided to take Third with you into your shuttlecraft because you're not that far away, and to fly back while the rest of the indigenous folk head back in their own transportation. Does that sound sufficient?
That wouldn't be my first choice.
Sure, why not? Although, are we concerned that they're going to be... I mean, yes, it's one thing that they know that we're out there, that we're from, outer space and whatnot, but are we at all concerned that they're going to be seeing our technology specifically up close in working condition?
Mike?
I wish Fark was here.
Nick, Mike can't see you. So
and I can't see him.
Okay, hold on. He's refreshing because Rick, you said you can hear Nick, right?
Yeah, I can see multiple ribbons.
Okay.
Everyone's back.
All right, there's Mike.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah. So on the plus side, if we do take the shuttle with us, although it is concerning that they get a closer look at our technology, if we leave it here, there's also no guarantee that another search party will just find it. I guess at this point it's just better to have it close by,
where we can
go back to it if we need it, or keep tabs on it.
That, I suppose, but we could
I'm just
always
not fond of taking it into an unknown situation where it could be seized.
True, but couldn't we?
Remember, I have the keys to it.
We could lock it up. Maybe activate the force field, and that should keep them busy or keep them away for sure. Keep them out of it. Okay. So we can park it wherever, if we do take it with us.
I'm just curious how this guy's going to know how to tell us how to get there.
You can see out the window. It's not that far. It's only 2 clicks.
All right, I want you to picture somebody from the 1700s, 1800s. What is their level again?
So they're about 21st century.
Oh, okay. The way you said earlier. Really? And they talk like mooks? All right.
Yay.
I'm not even gonna. No. Okay. So you guys cool with that?
Yeah.
You're flying. Okay. So you guys you take
Sal,
off in the shuttle. He takes.
Sal will keep them company in the back. I'll be navigating, right, and Fark will be piloting again, right? Okay.
Okay. So you guys take off without issue. You start heading over a ridge. Towards the end, like you're seeing trees and mountainous terrain, and you head over a ridge, and this is what you see coming into the main city. So you guys, as you're pulling up, you're admiring it, admiring the architecture and all of that.
Can we take a slow turn around it so that we could tell them we're admiring it, but also kind of get a tactical view of it?
By all means.
I run a scan just to see if anything unusual pops up.
Okay, what are you scanning for?
Anything unusual, out of place, strange energy signatures,
Okay, so are you going...
Romulan, Klingon.
any strange life signs other than what we know is supposed to be here.
Okay, so for purposes of the game, I need one thing: life signs, energy sources.
Okay, so it has to be of a specific then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with the energy sources.
Okay, so you're flying around the city, kind of checking things out, getting a scenic and tactical view, understanding, kind of getting an idea of how things are operating there in the city.
They'd also be looking for a landing spot.
And looking for a landing spot. You see, you notice out the window, or one of the windows in one of the banks, you see people pointing up. You see a good amount of people. Like, the populace is pretty solid. Very similar, I'd say, in city size. Let's say. Now, I know this is, the image on here is small, but let's say Chicago size type population. Very spread out through the trees and the mountains, but still quite busy.
And they look like what again? What animal?
And they look like lemurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're heading around, Mike, you're going to scan.
Right.
Yep.
Let's do your control plus science, difficulty 1, and you're scanning for energy signatures.
Okay, so 11. Okay. That's a task.
That is it's a difficulty 1 task.
Oh! Damn!
Right. So you scan, and you're not, like, the interference is kind of playing with the sensors a little bit, and there's foreign technology. You're picking up some energy sources, but nothing out of the norm. And as you complete your scan, you notice a nice landing spot over by the main building.
The big one there on the right?
Yes, the big one on the right, the more or less the tower.
The Mormon Tower?
And yes. And third comes up to the front and points there, over there.
While we're still in the cabin, I'm going to scan our guest just to get his vital signs and see if there's anything about him that we don't know. Maybe get some kind of insight to their people.
Okay. So you do a scan. Standard medical scan. I'm not even going to have you roll for it.
Okay.
The anatomy is very similar to most humanoid: lungs, cardiopulmonary, skeletal system, very similar. You do notice that they're actually, so instead of 2 sets of lungs, or 1 set of lungs, you see 2 sets of lungs. And that's what you see. That would be the only difference from for more or less a regular humanoid type anatomy.
Has Third seen any combat or any kind of like unusual scarring or anything like that? Like, has he led a normal life, or
maybe?
Does he have any kind of ceremonial scarring or anything?
Nothing immediately visible.
Hell's Angel tested.
Mom. So
Right.
I'm gonna set her down.
Okay. All right. So you guys pull in.
It's a ballet.
Yeah. You guys park pretty easy. There's a nice clearing. You do notice as you open the hatch to the shuttle, there is somebody there to greet you.
How?
How?
I don't know.
How
How do you do?
We do well. Welcome. It is nice to have you here.
Likewise, good to be here.
May I escort you inside?
You may. What is your name?
My name is the new ones. The new ones have. This is difficult. What did they call me? I believe it was Bob. Bob. Yes, Bob. Now, and your names?
You can call me Dr. Sal, and then this is Max.
Max.
Jirv.
And Lieutenant Commander Jirv. Jirv Fark. You could call me Fark.
Yes, wonderful to meet you. My apologies if I forget later, but if you will follow me this way, we will escort you to the High Chancellor, or excuse me. Sorry, that's my bad.
No, we noticed.
The Chief Minister's main room.
Very good. We look forward to meeting.
Okay, so
as everyone exits the shuttle, I activate with my little clicker, beep beep, the security system. So doors are locked, shields come on, and I kind of warn whoever's nearby, don't get too close. She bites.
Remember where we parked. Max, you could have put on a clean uniform.
I can't hear you.
Max, you could have put on a clean uniform.
I'll pack an extra change of clothes next time we go on a mission.
Okay.
That was Tellarite tomfoolery.
Too funny. All right, so as you guys are walking in, you feel the ground shake pretty, not heavy, but it's something noticeable. It makes you catch your balance real quick.
I look at Max. Power source?
Well, couldn't scan anything earlier, so yeah. Can I do a tricorder scan?
You certainly can. What are you scanning for?
Trying to see what it was. What is the cause of the shaking? Maybe if there's a
like a reactor or something.
Yeah, if there's a particular reason, technological reason why it's happening.
Okay.
So I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do control science at difficulty 1.
Control science, difficulty 1. So that's, again, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Mike.
So your scan doesn't
The
show...
magic seems to have left you.
It does seem that way.
So the scan reveals that nothing more really than what you picked up before in the shuttle. Just more intense energy signatures from what they use. They're using a hydroelectric system, and that's about all you can tell. As far as the sensing the movement of the Earth, like it on the tricorder, it registers as what would be normal seismic activity.
I'd like to do a scan for any weaponry.
Weaponry? Okay. We're gonna try to... What would that be a scan for? Are you looking for energy weapons? What are you looking for?
Yeah. Yeah, that would... Yeah.
Okay, and then, tricorder is not going to be too far a...
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, just like in the general area.
Okay. Give you reason plus science.
Science?
Tricorder. If you can make an argument for something else.
I would have said security.
Okay. because you're searching specifically for
weaponry. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll give it to you.
That's a 15.
So reason plus security with a difficulty of 1.
So just task.
Uh-huh.
I forgot that I could argue. Darn.
Okay, so 2 successes. Your scan...
a 4, is that a... Because 15 was my...
Your focus is debate, tax, shipboard, interrogation, hand phasers, and persuasion. I don't see a focus that would really play.
Okay.
Can you make an argument for hand phasers?
If they had phasers, but...
Yeah, they would.
Okay.
21st century kind of tech.
It's 2 successes, though.
Right. So you make the scan. You don't pick up anything out of the norm for this type of facility. You do sense some weapons. They are energy based, but they are not. They're still not to the capacity of, say, like a phaser or they're closer to a laser than dispersing phased energy.
And the power supply is worn on their backs.
Right. And then you have 1 floating momentum. You can use it to get a little extra information or throw it in the momentum pool.
I'll throw it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just look at the other 2 well, I say out loud to the other 2, minor energy weapon readings, old-style lasers.
Thank you. Good to know.
Okay. So your escort continues into the building.
That's cool. Where'd you get this artwork? I like it.
I Googled it. I'm not going to lie.
I really like the cliffs with the water.
Okay. So you guys, when you enter, you see the stone, the hard stone, but you notice ornate drapery, very soft. Makes it kind of homey, a little more homey than, and not as rigid as it is on the outside. While the outside is beautiful in its own right, and it's clearly meticulously sculpted, the inside is more flowing. The drapes kind of take away from the sharpness of the corners of the rooms. And as you're going through the hallway, you hear echo. You pass other people. Nobody seems to be bothered at all by your presence. Nobody's stopping to stare, anything like that. People are just
Is there noise of people working, or are footsteps echoing off the walls? What are we getting?
Because of the drapery across that lines the walls, you don't get a lot of echo off of them. You do hear footsteps of their footwear on the tile.
I have a question for our hosts.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they don't seem like they are very surprised to see people of an alien nature, I want to ask them, so have you encountered other people from the stars, from beyond here?
I'm sorry, beyond here?
Not native to your world?
We have experienced many from beyond our world in our dreams and our visions. The nice thing, or the new thing, is to actually see them manifest. But for you 3, there is, to be fair, there is nothing we have not seen in our literature before. In our lore.
Our friends that you're taking us to, where are they from? Are they from another continent on this planet?
Well, I would assume that you would know. When they came, they said they were from another part of the world.
Yes.
Are you not from another part of the world?
We are. I was just seeing if they were from the same area we are.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Much like I'm sure you have other cities.
Yes, yes, we do. Within the
I was
mountains, there
seeing
are
if they were
many
from our.
cities.
I was seeing if they were from our city.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
Hi, if there are no further questions, if we
Ixnay
may.
on the Anet play Acebay Octay Axmay.
would it be funny if the universal?
Audrey.
I'm sorry, I don't think I quite understood you, sir.
I was just saying a prayer. I'm sorry.
Ah, yes, yes. How
Our
beautiful.
security officer is deeply spiritual.
Tellarite gods, Jesus. Can you imagine?
No,
Oh,
no.
God.
It's oh, what's that?
Ironically, Jewish.
Don
Oh,
Rickles.
Jewish. I thought you said Joe Pesci. I was
Ah,
like, what?
It
Joe
was.
Pesci is
I
a
mean,
god.
yeah.
Don Rickles is their messiah.
Yes.
Stumbling, muttering fucks.
Ah. All right. So you guys want to continue on, or ask more?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys continue on down the walkway. You hear.
But we give each other we give each other a look when he
Mhm.
says that they were from another continent on the planet.
Mhm.
So we all caught the story that the crew told.
Okay. So you guys continue on, and he says, I am not to go any further, but through these doors are our esteemed guests and our chief minister.
Thank you.
You are very
Will
welcome.
you be here when we come out?
If duty does not call me away, I will be happy to wait.
I'm gonna wait out here for a minute. Get some enjoy the scenery
No.
and
Not right now.
Sounds
Oh.
good.
We don't want to separate right now, Mike.
I don't want to walk into a trap.
Oh, so you'd let us walk into a trap.
Sure, because then I'd be able to work to get you out.
You people are so paranoid.
I know, this is what I'm saying. He's telling us that they're in there. The crew is in there.
Yes, and welcome to your jail cell.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, Bob. Your hospitality has been noted, and we will make sure that the Chancellor knows how friendly you were.
Yes, thank you. The chief minister, but yes.
Say whatever.
And as a note, his name is Turil.
Too real?
The rapper?
any relation to Tupac?
I'm sorry.
A famous
No.
from our worlds.
A poet.
A poet. Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah.
I must look into the literature of the other parts of the world.
Yes. Well, we look forward to meeting Real.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander Fark.
Okay.
So, what
All right.
kind of doors are in front of us?
All right, so you have these big, ornate. They're probably a solid 4 meters high by 8 meters wide. No, not 8 meters. Sorry, by 2 meters wide. Like they're just big door, big double doors, ornate decoration. You see a lot of the architecture of the city, kind of in the design of the chiseling on the door. It's almost like an ivory look to it.
Oh, that's...
And you notice when you catch the light just right, you actually notice off in the distance you see the capital city kind of in the distance.
Oh, so this is the capital city.
Yes, this is the capital city. Okay, so you guys open the doors.
Okay, and what do we see?
Okay, so you guys open the doors and enter this room.
Wow.
Now that's what I call a gilded cage.
Would you?
Now, did Max stay behind? Like,
No,
truly?
he's with us.
Okay.
Oh, I need to move you guys.
The Medal of Valor for our engineer here.
Sorry, I'm trying to position. Oh, really?
Jirv just jumped out the window.
All right. So as you guys walk in, you see off off the side of your corner, you see two scientists, pretty clearly Federation scientists. One Trill, and hold on. You've got one Trill. You've got that's Boz, and then one. No, that's not. Who the hell's that? Okay, there we go. You've got a human up by the chief minister, the man sitting in a high throne kind of type deal, with ornate robes. He has a second to his right, and the captain is to his left. And then you see an Andorian woman off to the side with the Trill woman, treating her. It looks like she's taking care of her. Looks like she has an injury. Like the Trill is kind of rubbing her forearm.
I'm sorry. Salah's over here, waxing his antenna, seeing another Andorian.
My goodness.
So, come here often?
Right?
If you pinch them, it gives them more color.
Oh, God.
Okay. All right, so do you guys want to introduce yourselves, or do you want them to come to you?
I'm a coach.
We will introduce ourselves.
Okay.
Who's the leader of them?
The leader...
or which is closest?
So off to the right, your right is a bench where the Andorian is treating the Trill. The human in the chief minister and his second are in front of you. It's about equidistant. Like you could go either way.
You walk over to the Andorian. That would be Sal. That would be your bailiwick, since she's treating him.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so we'll take care of that. So Sal, you walk up. The Andorian woman there, you see her antennae perk up a little, and as she really notices you, and then goes back to kind of going over the arm of the Trill woman. She says, "Oh, so nice of Starfleet to finally show up."
Yeah, well, it took a little while to assess what happened to her. Can I give you any assistance in treating this Trill's injuries?
Well, if that blue means you're a doctor and not just a scientist, I'm
Wait to
hoping
introduce
so.
yourself, Sal. Hi, I'm just Joe Schmo coming up. What would Beverly do?
Well, Beverly would have handed out ass whoopings by now. So, how injured is that Trill?
The Trill woman looks up at you. Really? As if I'm not here?
Well, I was asking the GM more than that.
Oh, okay.
But well, I can see your injuries are quite severe. Let me see if I can do something for you with my med kit. While I ask you some questions.
Swear to God, if he asks for what day it is and who the president is, I'm out.
Yeah, right. Do I have to roll or anything beforehand to get in her good graces by helping to?
There's not a task. There's not a task for bedside manner.
Yeah, you should tell them I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Well, yes, I am a doctor. I'm the chief medical officer, in fact.
Oh. Oh, well, that's pleasant.
Yeah, well, we'll see. What exactly has been going on here since you've been taken into custody?
Into custody? We are guests of the Lormians.
Okay, well, I'm just checking. Anything seem awry or everything okay? They've been treating you well?
They've been treating us wonderfully. They've taken care of us as much as they can, as much as these primitive people have the ability. The only thing that is abnormal is the earthquakes that we keep feeling.
And they've persisted since you've been here?
Oh, yes, yes.
Even out by the ship that had landed? Or just in the main city?
Oh, well, we didn't stay in the main in the ship for very long, so we're not sure if it was a localized. We had one quake while we were there, and then we were, and then we headed this direction.
Okay, so it's not just localized to the town; then it's a widespread occurrence.
I can't believe that it would be.
Okay.
Let me sidle up next to him.
Okay.
How is the patient, doctor? What are the injuries?
Let's see. Your arm is not in the best of shape. Use my medical kit here to see if I can.
Okay, so medical tricorder. So do you want to scan first, or you just want to start fixing stuff?
I'll scan first.
Okay.
Screw triage. I'm just going to start treating.
You need a tetanus shot.
All right.
That's not funny. Every time I go to my doctor now, they're telling me I need one.
Okay, so they're gonna go. This is gonna be reason plus medicine, but this is gonna be a difficulty 0 task. So this is a pass-fail. There's no momentum to be gained here.
Right. So just task. And that was which one? Reason and medicine?
You rolled a 2.
And he also rolled a 20.
That's a complication.
And that is a complication. I'm going to take that complication in the form of threat. So you'll find out what it is later. So you do your scan. You pass. So you do your scan, and you see that she has a broken forearm. One of the bones is fractured slightly, but nothing horribly major.
Okay.
And nothing else wrong internally.
Okay.
Even the symbiote seems to be doing just fine.
Okay, great. See if we can.
As he's treating her, I look at the Andorian female. I'm Lieutenant Commander Fark from the U.S.S. T'Pau. Who is your commander?
The captain?
Yes.
Captain
Dunsel?
Captain Forrest?
Captain Forrest. Is he here?
He's right over there, and she points to the man, to the humanoid, or the human, at the front of the room.
I'm going to be heading over to Minister to Real.
Okay.
So and your name, ma'am?
My name is Dr. Ebab.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
And the Trill patient?
I look at the Trill. Lieutenant Commander Park, how do you do?
Pleasure, I'm sure. I am Dr. Oramu Faz.
You're in good hands with Dr. Sal. He has the bedside manner of a Tellarite, so he is the best.
That is an interesting analogy.
So I turn and I start to walk to Captain Forrest.
Okay. You do have a med kit on you, Commander Sal. Would you like to treat? Or...
Absolutely.
Okay. So since you have the med kit, normally it'd be a difficulty 2 because it's a minor injury, but because you have the med kit, difficulty 1. And this will be control plus medicine.
Okay, so that's
That's nice.
11 plus 5.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Now, keep in mind on your focuses, too.
Oh my god.
You're kidding me. So your first attempt...
Well, he got a 14.
Right, but he...
1 fail, 1 success.
Yeah, you have one... So was it difficulty... I said it was difficulty 1, that's right. Okay, my
Yeah.
apologies. Okay, so you're able to put a bone regenerator underneath after setting it, after virtually setting it. And almost instantly the trail says, wow, thank you so much. It's nice to have real medicine again.
Okay, anything we can do for you? Glad we could.
Mm-hmm.
Banner of a Tellarite.
Do you have any other injured among the crew? I saw the landing. It's pretty rough.
Unfortunately, the injuries that we did have, right then, you feel another quake. Slightly larger, or slightly more jostling than the last. Enough to, everybody kind of stabilizes themselves. And you think some of it is because you're up a little higher. You feel a little more effect. So the earthquake could have been the same level of tremor. Oh dear, another one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Checking to see if you had any other injuries among the crew.
Oh yes. Other than those that we lost, we have no other crew here.
Okay, so it's just everyone present as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to go to me with Forrest or Mike with James?
Yeah, we'll go meet with Forrest, I guess.
Okay.
Mike is going to be talking to the Chancellor.
The minister.
Minister.
Okay.
Wait,
So
is Max going to be trying to do diplomacy?
Yes.
okay.
Mike
So
plans for these guys.
so as you guys are walking up, Captain Forrest says, "Welcome, welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for coming. We do.
My pleasure.
I greatly appreciate all of you coming." And he kind of corrals you, Mike, into the same group before you get to the minister.
Lieutenant Commander Fark, U.S.S. Tapao, Chief Engineer Max.
Yo.
This is our doctor, Dr. Sal.
Yes, wonderful to meet you all. I trust how much. So you're just out of earshot of the chief minister. How much have you explained?
We're from another continent like yourself, Captain.
Ah, wonderful.
Possibly the same city. That's what we wanted to find out.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We did explain that you were from a nearby city.
We
As
talked
we-
to Bob. Bob informed us on our way in.
Ah, well, Bob is quite nice, isn't he?
First order of business, Captain. Have your people been harmed or have you been treated well?
No. Our people have been treated quite well. The Lormians are wonderfully very understanding and accepting people.
All your food and everything has been tended to.
Yes, we have been taken care of quite well. I just want to make sure you've met everybody in the team. This is Dr. E. Bob, and this is Dr. Foz. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. He kind of gestures over his shoulder. The gentleman to the right of the chief minister, that is a gentleman named Zand.
Captain, how did you wind up here? How did your ship crash?
We were scanning the planet to get an understanding of, and he kind of goes down to a kind of a dull whisper.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to understand what was going on. We were looking into the culture here, as it is one of our target planets, and as we got closer, where we should not have had any issue, an ion storm came through with the electromagnetic interference that you guys undoubtedly have been experiencing. Hit one of our nacelles and brought us down.
Now, do you think that same ion storm and those distortions are causing the localized earthquakes that we're seeing, or do you think it's something completely different?
We were not able to scan. It would not surprise me if they were related, but we were not able to scan on the way down. We were trying to make sure as many of our people survived.
Understandable.
Have you noticed anything strange about these people while
You
you've
don't
been
have to
here?
have a geologist.
Actually, Dr. Faz is a geologist. The unfortunate thing is, none of her equipment seems to be working.
Max, do you think we could use any of the equipment we have with us, or even just anything we can do with any of what we have currently to scan and allow her to use our equipment to figure out what's going on with these distortions? Don't know.
I don't know. I can look at it, see, but
That's a crack crew we have.
Okay, and just then, so the captain had explained
I
all.
was going to ask.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How long have you been here in the city?
I believe we've been here. It's tough to tell. The sun cycle is very odd here. So I believe it is been 3 or 4 days, but I am not sure.
Have they had you on guard? Are you free to walk around?
No, we are free to do as we please. To try the local food, introduce ourselves to the culture. It's been quite nice.
I've noticed that they don't seem to be awed by such a diverse group of outworlders.
I believe at some point in their history, and then the chief second comes up, and the captain immediately just pulls into, and the geological effects are really wreaking havoc on the atmosphere, and we're really worried about these people, or about the people, the Lormians, well-being and ability to continue to exist here on this continent.
Understandable. Max, I'm sure, can help. Dr. What's the geologist's name again?
Foz.
Dr. Foz, I'm sure they can use our tricorders to see if we can see what's going on this continent.
Yes, and then Zan steps in. So as you gentlemen can see, as the captain I'm sure has told you, the earthquakes have been quite regular. We have had these larger ones towards one part of the season. In the last 2 weeks, we had one that destroyed a nearby city. They are all we are
Destroyed?
well, not completely, but destroyed enough to cause their people to migrate to us, to our city where we have taken them in refuge.
Has anyone gone to look for survivors there?
We have not. We've not had our primary resources have been used for the refugees. The short notice of it, we've not had the chance to form reconnaissance groups to go that far.
Do you have sick and injured that our medical personnel need to look at?
No, most of our people are taken care of. We have wonderful advances in medicine.
I meant no disrespect.
Oh, none taken. So as I was saying, the earthquakes are growing in intensity. We've felt a couple here recently that are tremors. We are expecting another large tremor within the next half cycle.
Tell me, are these a recent phenomenon? Have you always had tremors and they're just getting more frequent and more intense, or is this something that's just started?
This is something that's actually rather recent. We've picked up. They started. I think the documented was some moons ago. The earthquakes, the geology of the planet has been changing from what we can see from our continent. I'm not sure. Are you experiencing the same on your continent?
We have before in the past, yes, but nothing in recent years.
I see.
But,
I see.
We do know quite a bit about these events. We're just trying to figure out how we can
Best assist.
assess your situation. And
I see. This is interesting. Our seismic, our predictions had the entire planet experiencing the seismic activity. So it is very interesting that you say that that they were in the past and are not present. I will have to talk with our lead scientist.
We've been traveling for some time, so I can't necessarily say what's happened recently.
Right.
Ah, yes. Okay.
We're researchers, so we're often quite cut off.
I see. Well, the unfortunate side of these earth shakes or these quakes are that we are seeing new gases being emitted into the air from beneath the earth or beneath the soil. The ground is cracking in certain places, and new chemicals are entering our atmosphere, and it is without attention. I fear to say that our populace does not have more than 6 months.
What is the composition of these chemicals?
So he spits out some chemicals that, I mean, you've never heard. They don't translate.
Right. Okay. Do you have any studies that Sal can take a look at of these gases?
Yes. In the main science institute, we would be able to get that information for you, and then you hadn't noticed it, you're getting so intense into the conversation. The chief minister has gotten up and he's walked forward towards you, and he interrupts. So as you can see, gentlemen, we need your help.
Chief minister, for the planet or for this continent or this area, like the mayor, or all we know is chief minister.
Yes, I am. Chief Minister.
I'm asking GM.
Chief Minister for the Lormian people.
Okay, so for the planet,
as far as they know it.
Well,
right? As far as they know. So it'd be like the chief of a tribe of the Iroquois who didn't know the Incas or anything like that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
In theory.
Yeah.
So you need our help. We're happy to give it. You can do to our people. We'll do whatever in our power to help you try.
We're explorers.
Yeah. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wow. I was not expecting. And again, you feel another shake. About the same as the last one. Oh, these are quite the word annoying.
Have they been this frequent?
They have gotten more frequent in the past weeks, or what you would interpret as weeks.
Right.
And then Zan. Hold on one second. Gotta read. Zand interrupts. The one thing that I would mention that the chief minister has not alluded to is a mysterious energy source that we've found underneath our planet. It was not previously noted by any of our technology, but has recently, almost simultaneously with the shakings, we have picked it up, and it exists approximately, and he rattles off a thing that translates to about 10 clicks northwest of this main city.
The quakes have coincided with this energy source.
With our detection of it, the energy source may have always been there, or we don't know.
I turn to Max and kind of quietly say, "Foreign technology unearthing?"
Could be. Need more information?
Yes.
10 kilometers. Do you think we could take our vehicle to that area?
Well, yes. Please do. If you have the ability to get there, our flyers are not able to get over a mountain ridge there. So if you are able to, yes, please.
Can we take our friends from our continent with us?
Captain Forrest pipes in. Well, we're gonna stay here, a couple of us are gonna stay here. I'd like to send Dr. Bob or Dr. Foz with you,
Yes, geologist.
and have Dr. Bob stay here with me as. Wow. Okay. As things, just to make sure that we don't have any medical issues.
That's wise.
Sal, do you want to stay with them, or do you want to come with us?
I'll go with you guys. You'll need my expertise on the mission we're going.
Max, Captain Forrest, do you have any equipment that we could take with us? So Max is a miracle worker. You should see what he does with solar flares.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
We'll tell you when we go back to our continent.
Indeed. And he dismisses you.
And I kind of give Max a little nudge, like gave you one there, pal.
Okay. So Faz steps up and said, "Well, gentlemen, if we may depart, I believe the sooner the better."
Yeah, time is of the essence. All right, let's grab what we need, along with Dr. Foz, the geologist.
You're going to take, Dr. Foz, Oramu Foz, and Zand kind of self-volunteered. Like, I would, as the lead scientist on this planet, I would like to accompany you, if I may, to understand better what is happening. Maybe learn a few things.
Should reiterate that to Park.
Yeah. So he just, so Zand just volunteered himself to come along with you guys to check out the energy source.
He's the second.
He's the second, and the lead scientist on the planet.
I figured that he would. It wouldn't be an episode without it.
Thank you.
Well, what do you think, gentlemen? We could use an extra scientist.
Actually,
But
one
I
who
think
knows
our
the continent.
continents are pretty different the way we handle things. Maybe if you wouldn't mind assisting me in the med bay of our ship, looking at some of the samples that they have given me. Maybe you can run me through some of the new gases and things they found.
Right, and you're talking to who now? Sorry. Faz?
Does, yeah.
Okay.
What's his name?
Her name. Faz.
What is it? Baz?
So, Faz. F-A-Z.
Baz. Okay. I thought you said Baz. I was going to...
Oh, no.
Hi, Baz. Because you know he watches.
Okay, so you guys ready to head out? You guys ready to get on out, or did you want to talk to locals more? How do you want to proceed?
Well, the
Minister,
locals
if you'll
will know the
excuse
most
me, I
about
would
it.
just like to talk to my city mate for 1 second. See if he has any messages for his family.
Wait, what? Sorry, I didn't catch all
Capt
of that.
Forrest.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling the minister I just want to talk to Capt Forrest for a minute.
Oh, okay. He obliges, and Forrest steps off to the side. Yes?
You were saying something about the past.
I'm sorry?
Is there anything we need to be aware of? You were talking about the past.
The past. You're going to have to jog my memory. What part of the past was I talking about?
I had asked you if they had visitors before.
Oh, gotcha. So they've had this. They have lore, and in some of their literature, they have species very similar to our own. They have an Andorian. They have a Tellarite. I've seen a Vulcan.
In their artwork?
In their artwork, in their mythological artwork. My only guess is that that we are not the first. We are not the first Federation, the first Federation ship to crash here.
Like the Ark.
I wonder if there's any record of that in the Starfleet database?
We can check in the shuttle ranks. The shuttle's computers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And en route. Cap, do you have any concerns or anything you need from us while we're gone?
No. I actually have no concerns other than we need to find the source of these quakes because, as Zan says, there is about 6 months left, and
if there's the possibility of an alien influence on this, it's not fair to these people.
not in the least.
Gentlemen, shall we go to the... What was it I called it before? The shuttle? I gave it a name.
Oh, I think you
The
call
Kesslering. Did I call it the Kesslering?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm going to call it the Bundy. Gentlemen to the Bundy.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Where's my pen? Because I need to write that down.
The Bundy. The Al Bundy.
Yep, I knew exactly where you were going with that.
I was actually thinking Ted. To the Berkowitz.
Okay. Shuttle.
None of you guys know your serial killers? To the fish.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys head out without delay. You now have, along with Raul and it was Andy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Raul and Andy, they've kind of just been in the background. They follow along with Zand and Dr. Foz. Heading down to the shuttlecraft. You get a couple more tremors about the same as you get out to the shuttle, and enter without altercation or issue, unless you guys wanted to stop somewhere along the way.
I'd like to check the Starfleet records and see if any other Federation ships have been to this place before, or any history of it that would have explained why. It would have been in their lore.
Okay, so quick look through the database. Nothing shows up. Nothing shows up as being lost in this region of space at all.
Max, we need you to recalibrate to look for whatever could be causing this energy surge, causing these quakes. I don't even know where to begin.
Just then all your comm badges chirp and go, and you hear static. and then it cuts.
Possibly from the ship.
Well, we didn't leave anybody behind, so. We're in the shuttle now, right?
Yes.
Let's see if we can raise the ship through
Shuttle.
the shuttle.
Okay. So you step up to the comms console. Hold on, I'm organizing my character sheets here. Okay, yep, those are all, and we still don't have Mario. He must have fallen asleep. Okay, so you guys all, you try to raise comms with the ship, and you just get the doo-doo-doo. Nothing.
I just had Nick's camera go black.
Oh, Nick, you want to refresh if you can hear me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's going to have to because he just went black for me too. Oh, wow, and so did Mike.
Yeah, so did Mike.
Oh, dear. Can you... Okay, we got Mike back.
I refreshed.
Okay, and we have Nick back.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, welcome back, gentlemen. Okay, did you hear that comms not successful?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Zan steps up. Gentlemen, if we may.
Might as well.
Everybody strap in.
I'm sorry. Strap in?
Sal, help him out.
Yeah, right this way. Company me to
All right, Max.
Medeiros
Anything you can be aware of with any kind of interference from these tremors?
What?
Any kind of interference from these tremors?
So yeah, you are getting the electromagnetic interference. It's playing with the sensors and with your comms.
Okay, so we've got everything ready for takeoff. So I'm going to head in the direction of the surges, the energy.
Okay.
nice. Buckle our extra guest in, so in case he's unfamiliar with the way this ship moves, he's not going to be startled. It doesn't travel too far, and check out all our stuff as well.
He's looking around, very fascinated with all of it, because it's well beyond his technological understanding. And as a scientist, he is very, it's obvious he is very curious about everything that is happening right now. How is it that what energy source are you using to power this craft?
Max.
I'm sorry. What is a max?
It is something new and unique to our corner of the world.
Okay, I see. Okay. And then he every now and then will pop up with a question, and you guys kind of just answer it basically and dismiss it. So as you're flying over, you do see the mountain ridge that they were talking about. It is extremely high. It's almost a sheer face from them. But of course, the shuttle is able to fly over it quite easily. As you fly over, all of your combats chirp, and you hear Commander Thonir saying, "On all frequencies, this is Commander Thonir. Does anybody hear me?"
Thonir, this is Tark. We're reading you.
Ah, wonderful.
I throttle back a little, so we're going to go a little slower.
Okay. So, good. We are approximately, and he throws out coordinates that equate to actually about the destination you guys are headed to. We had to come down to the planet to check out the energy source. Captain's orders. I've got Commander Rook with me. Would love for you guys to join us here soon. And
we are actually en route there with a resident of this continent who is joining us, a scientist. There have been some serious ground quakes going on, and their scientists predict only about 6 months left for this planet.
Yes.
And we've told him that our continent has also had quakes.
All right. I will definitely. Never was good with first contact. And you hear him. Yes. Okay. We will see you guys soon. Yes. I assume that we actually have comms with you. You must be within line of sight. And then just as he says that, you're driving along. You see him out the front window. You see a shuttle parked at the foot of a kind of a mound of rock and foliage.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys want to land? Or
yeah, we land. Find a good place to do that, and we'll meet up with Thonir and Rook.
Okay. So you guys. Okay. You guys land down pretty easily. Just as you land, almost ominously, you feel another quake.
All right. I pull her back a little so we're not actually on the ground.
Okay. So you kind of
hovering above the ground
right,
while the
and
quake happens.
keep it from keeping it from rocking the shuttle.
What's Terry's character's name again?
Rook.
Rook.
I wish Rook was here.
Don't want to scratch the paint.
Oh, I'll hear about it. All right, I settle it back down.
Okay. You guys settle back down. Hatch opens, and there to greet you are Commander Thonir and Commander Rook. Commander Rook is standing off a little, kind of just hanging out, as she does with her hair. Hair's a bright blue this time. Apparently a mood change. Yeah, she's still in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, I think they're actually flying right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's not an excuse.
So, you guys are start.
Good to see you, commanders.
Aye, good to see you. Good to see you, gentlemen.
We've had an interesting time. May I introduce you to Second
Zand.
Foz? Zand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scientist from this continent.
Oh, yes. Wonderful to meet somebody from this continent.
And we have some members of the... What was the name of the ship that we came here looking for?
Oh.
I think
it's a Tesla.
The Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
And we have from the Tesla... this is Dr. and Dr... I can't remember their names.
If only there were this thing called pen and paper. One, you only have one of the doctors with you.
Yeah.
And it's Dr. Ormu Foz.
Yeah, Foz. She is a geologist.
Yes.
At the name Foz, Rook perks up.
They're both trills.
Foz?
No, I'm not getting in the middle of some kind of 90210 bullshit between trills. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Is that you? And you see Foz just completely pale white, and then flush, absolutely flush red. But everything stays fairly quick. Yes.
Trills.
Yes.
Why'd it have to be Trills?
Is that you, R2?
Yeah.
Rook smiles sheepishly away. Well, it was. And
What have you all discovered?
so Rook and Foz kind of walk off towards the other shuttle, kind of catching up between each other. Well, we've discovered there is an energy source down about 5 clicks from here, down into the surface of the planet, of the continent, and we were concerned about how we were going to get there, but that last quake ended up shaking loose a tunnel opening.
Is this any kind of energy we've seen on our continent before, or on our seas?
We have seen similar seismic activity in our various continents. Yes.
A lot of energy. Yes. We've seen it before.
The energy is not familiar to our continent.
Okay.
Oh.
And then you guys look over, and this is the cave entrance that has been exposed.
Can I run a scan from here to determine if the straight? We know that there's like some kind of strange power source, right?
Yes.
Or energy source.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing, not from a planet we know.
Can we determine if it has a geothermal signature to it?
So, Commander, yes, we've seen there is a thermal reaction happening for sure, but we do not believe that is the energy source. It is merely a reaction to the energy source, or at least that's what our scans are showing.
It's artificial.
That would be my assessment, Commander.
I turn to second again.
Zand. I really did make these like
I know.
single syllable for you.
I'm gonna get a pad and pen next time.
All right. I mean, I tried to army proof it.
Zand, have your people worked with any kind of artificial? I've seen your city. Have you worked on alternative energy sources or any kind of technology for sustainable energy?
For what would be sustainable, as in how? What would be less sustainable than the like energy we have?
Like a more eco-friendly energy source. Or anything experimental in nature for energy source.
We have scientists working on things, but nothing solid, nothing even close to something to be tried, and certainly nothing of this scale.
Have you had any indications of anyone else out in this area?
No, sir. Our craft, our flying craft, cannot reach this altitude, so we're not aware if there are any.
And I mean no disrespect to your people or your continent. Are there any enemies that you have?
No, the Lormians are peaceful people. Do you have enemies on your continent?
We do not. I I'm just eliminating all possibilities.
I see.
Once you eliminate the impossible, what is it? Once you eliminate the probable,
Whatever is left
Yeah.
is probable, or something to that effect.
So I think anybody feel like going cave diving?
I'm game.
Let's go spelunking.
Okay.
Pause.
Commander
Join.
Thonir says, "I'm going to go ahead and fly back to the ship. Give the captain a report. Now that we have an opening, I'm going to trust that y'all can take care of it. And myself and Commander Rook are going to take Ensign Andy and Rahul back to the ship, if you don't mind."
Oh, go right ahead.
And please let our captain know there are still 2 members of the Tesla who are very much guests, and everyone has been very well treated by our wonderful hosts here.
Yes. I will do that when we get back to our continent. He does this horrible wink.
And I just, the Tellarite nose wrinkles.
So,
One thing, Commander, before you go.
Yes.
This culture has amazing artwork. In fact, people looking like yourself, myself, Max, is depicted in their artwork.
you see his antenna go straight up stiff and his eyebrows to match.
It is quite amazing and beautiful. You should see it.
Yes, I will have to do that.
Please let our captain know.
Yes, I most certainly will.
Shake hands all around.
Mm-hmm. As you're shaking hands,
Sal, do we want to get anything off of their shuttle? Extra med kits or anything?
Let's do that.
okay, you guys pop on. You've got all the
Max,
gear you
do you
need.
need anything? Any extra engineering stuff you might need? And I know the geologist will need something. Like,
Are you guys taking climbing gear? I don't
exactly
need
what I
it,
was
but-
going to say. We need ropes and climbing gear.
We already had some weapons on us, I believe.
Yes, you have
Yeah.
your phasers
And
your tricorders.
Well,
So
And you have a med kit. Mike has an engineering kit.
Well, I'm gonna grab a backpack and load it up with water and other supplies,
Okay.
including the engineering kit. Don't know how long we're going to be down there or how easily it's going to be to come back and forth. So I'm planning to make one trip and one trip only.
Yeah.
So
I also get a backpack with water and rations. Put an extra tricorder in, and grab some extra rope, things that we'll need in case we need redundancies. We don't know how deep this thing really goes.
Okay.
Don't forget to pack an extra sweater, Fark. I know how you short people just don't keep the cold after a while.
It would be a shame if you slipped in there, Doctor.
Wouldn't be the first time I've taken a
It's true.
Okay. And as you guys
We also-
are gearing up, Foz starts gearing up, and you hear a quick discussion between Rook and Foz, and it ends in, "No, I am going. That is final."
From Foz?
From Foz to Rook.
Okay.
And Rook heads to the front of the shuttle in a huff.
Shocker, Terry in a huff. Hi, Terry. We also want to help our guest.
Okay. You load them up with
So
gear or with backpacks.
Water, food.
Mm-hmm.
while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go into the cave and start securing lines for the climb down, since it's going to be easier for me to be able to do that in advance.
Okay. As you enter the cave, you don't see... It's a very slow grade
Okay.
heading down.
Down.
There's not much, and it's heading into the mountain.
Okay.
I also grabbed some. I call them torches, but like we've seen it in Next Gen that they're like you plant them in and they have the light on them. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Light
okay.
up
you plant them in addition to so that we can like breadcrumb.
Gotcha. Okay.
Everyone can grab a few of these so we can light our way as we go.
Okay, everybody agrees. So everybody, I'm going to say, Fark, you stay back a little bit. You're headed out last. Rook hustles up to the door. Take care of her. She means the world to me. Do you understand me?
loud and clear.
No,
Oh,
she
no.
was saying that to me.
Yeah. She grabbed Fark.
And I just
I'll
just
twist
kinda look
your
at her
little
and-
snub nose up into your over bushy eyebrows and wrap it around your squat little butt.
don't worry, your sexual conquest will be safe. And I walk away.
Outright flush, she huffs back to the front of the ship.
Wait,
Walk for the
how do you-
Tellarite. Walk for the Tellarite.
Okay, so are you guys heading into the cave?
Absolutely.
Okay, so as you all enter,
I would say we put Foz at the front.
I was
as
just
a
going to say,
geologist.
I need a marching order.
Okay, so I
Most
think we would have Foz and Max.
Okay, actually,
I'm going to lead the way.
hold on.
Let the geologist lead the way, since we're in a cave.
All right, guys, I'm going to call, let's go ahead and call this a scene, fade to black, as you guys are all entering, and we'll take a quick bio break and all that.